Hey, what's up, brand builders? A brand new week, and let's talk branding. Now, today's topic is about your products or services. A lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs, small business owners, even medium to large business owners sell products or services without really putting a thought into the best or the optimal way of selling a product or service. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, if you have only one single product, right? If you're just selling, let's say, a pen, and you got no upsells, you've got no other options, then this video may be not for you because you have to sell that pen. Now, of course, I'm going to be making another video on the concept of flogging a dead horse, right? And the idea is to question whether you're selling the right product. Okay, that's a different topic, and we'll talk about that in a different video. But in this video, I want to talk about your choice of the product or service that you have a priority in terms of your marketing, in terms of your resources, in terms of selling. Now, what does that mean? Okay, let's say you have a few different products or services, A, B, C, D. And typically, a lot of people tend to sell the product that they think is actually either cool, more profitable, or sometimes they just like it, right? So I have A, B, C, D products, and I put a lot of emphasis, a lot of resources into a product that I personally like, maybe, or I believe or perceive that it is the better product amongst the 4 or 5 that I have. And it may not always be the right way of doing it. Now, for instance, at our agency for the last 3, 4, 5 years, we've been putting a lot of emphasis on selling brand strategy or promoting brand strategy. And of course, the reason we started doing that is twofold. The first is that, yes, I and the other stakeholders in the business, we like brand strategy. And the reason we like it is because we feel that the brand strategy is at the core of winning in terms of brand, in marketing and sales, in all that. A brand can awaken and can be a better brand through strategy, number one. Number two, we perceived it to be a more profitable side of our business compared to, let's say, design, right? And then, of course, number three, cool. Well, it used to be, but not anymore, because now, of course, everyone knows about it. But when we started, we were one of the few agencies in our range that were talking about strategy, right? Now, in our case, yes, it has worked out well. It is the right product or service that we put most of our resources on, and it worked out great. But question yourself this. Whatever product you're putting your priority on, right? You're putting a lot of effort, is it the right product? When I say, is it the right product, is it bringing in profits? Because at the end of the day, a business enterprise is all about profit, right? Because profit, not just for the sake of profit, but because profit can then be plowed back into the business to develop the business. Because, of course, the end goal is to build a better brand, to build a better product, to provide a better service. Ultimately, of course, to give a better experience to our customers, to making them feel happy. Because if our customers are happy, then, it's going to come back in the form of a super brand and revenue and things like that. So if you have a set of services and you have a set of products, just take a look at your social media marketing, take a look at your website, and of course you would know it intuitively what product you're putting a lot of emphasis on. Then look at your revenues, look at the return on investment. Let's say you're advertising on Facebook and an ad costs you, $100, right? And then you get 200 clicks from that ad, and out of that you have a 10% conversion, which is massive, right? I mean, most industries don't have that. It's usually 2-3%. But just for the sake of calculation, making it easier, let's say it's a 10%. 10% of 200 clicks is 20 people. 20 people. So you're spending $200 on the ad. Oh, no, sorry. You're spending $100 on the ad and you get 20 people or 20 customers. If your product is bringing you 50-cent profit, then you get your $100 back. So whatever you put into the ad, you get it back. If your product gives you a $1 profit, then you're doubling the money that you put into advertising. Because at the end of the day, business is, especially when it comes to marketing and sales, it's nothing but getting more out of your marketing efforts. And marketing efforts could be many ways, of course. There are intangible marketing efforts which you can't really calculate right away. And this could be like, for example, content marketing, right? Content marketing where you create content and maybe you write articles and you post them on your website. They are designed to attract the right kind of target audience, but you can't really say what's happening there, right? You can't pinpoint. That's why I chose ads, because it'll make it easy for me to communicate this idea. With an ad, it's very clear cut. You put $1 into an ad, you need to make at least $2 out of it. 3 if possible. So you put $1 in, you take out $2 or $3. At the very, very worst, you take out $1. So you put $1, you take out $1, which is not good. It's break even, but it's not good, right? So, okay. So how does this work? You're putting in $100. You're getting 20 customers out of that. And then you need to work out which of my products is the most profitable one. It's not even about big ticket, because sometimes a big ticket product might not have a big profit ratio. Sometimes a small ticket product may have bigger profit. So you need to look at profit from a ratio perspective. If, for example, your service costs the customer $100, and after time, materials, effort, your expertise, you calculate all that, and you end up with, let's say, $20, then $20 profit, that's a 20% profit, right? And sometimes you might think that when someone pays you $100 and you're providing your service, you make most of it is profit. No, it isn't, because you got opportunity costs, right? So your time, your expertise, opportunity cost is what would you be making if you spent that money, if you spent that time elsewhere, right? Let's say you were not doing the business and you're doing a job somewhere and you're making a salary. You're still trading money, your time for money. Is that better way? Because at the end of the day, you may be making even less than minimum wage in your business if you're not selling your products or services for a good profit. If you just want to pay your bills and you're getting by, which is what a lot of the business out there, you won't believe it. Even businesses making in revenue in terms 250,000, $500,000 a year in revenue. If you look at their profit and loss statements, in fact, I was looking at the statistics a while ago in a report, and apparently, and don't quote me on this, I'm just recollecting it, 67% of small businesses are in the red. That means they are not making a profit. Of course, they're paying themselves, they're paying bills, and you might say, well, isn't that good? No, it isn't. Because a business should exist to make profit. If it is not, then you're doing something right. You cannot blame the market. You cannot blame the pandemic. You cannot blame global markets and say, well, it's not my fault. It is. Trust me. I'm an entrepreneur myself. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've launched several businesses. A lot of them were successes. A few of them were failures. I sold some of my businesses, 6, 7, 8 figures. So I'm speaking from a little bit of experience, and trust me when I say that it is your fault I know it's harsh and a lot of people might not like it, but this is not a game where, everybody gets a prize. We're not in kindergarten. And, the very act of participating in a game and you're given a candy, everyone gets a candy. No, this is life. This is business. This is money. And you cannot, of course, if your mindset is, I don't care. As long as I pay my bills and, I go out now and then and I'm happy with my family, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. Okay? But you got to note that with that kind of mindset, there is always this risk that if something happens in the world which is beyond your control, like the pandemic, like the stock market crashing or something happening to the economy, and the scales are tipped and your kind of that steady sales that you were getting, if those dry up, then what happens to you? Do you have a buffer? Does your business have a buffer? Do you have savings? What is it? What are you going to do? Right? So in good times, if you maximize profit, then in bad times, you can still continue building that brand and developing it and so on and so forth so that you catch the cycle again rather than folding. Okay. I'm going all over the place with this, but the simple topic that I wanted to really talk about was saying, look at your products, look at your services, question yourself, are you selling, are you promoting, are you putting a lot of effort into the right product, not the product that you think or you like, but rather the product that makes the most profit. Because first, you need to make profit. And then, look at what Tesla did, what Elon did, right? Initially, the Roadster, the first electric vehicle that Tesla produced was expensive, was so expensive. But Elon said at that time, whatever money we make from this, we're going to put back into the company so that we can develop an affordable mass market vehicle. And today it's that Model 3, right? It's a reality. Next year, 2024, 2025, the world is going to be Tesla, right? So just like that, look at your products and even if they seem like, okay, let's say your products have different price points. You have a $10 product, you have a $20 product, a $100 product. You might think, I want to sell the $100 product because I'll make more profit. Is that true? Are you really making a lot of profit in that, right? If it is, then yes, by all means, you need to promote that. But if the ratio, the percentage, right, is bigger in the $10 product, then put all your effort into promoting that $10 product. Start making a lot of profit. Then you start, allocating your resources, and then you can, do that. Okay, so let me know what you think. What does this make sense? Am I making sense when I say that it's you need to choose a product, you need to think about a product? What do you think? Does it sound like it's all bullshit? Let me know. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know how you would deal with this, right? Okay. Sorry, I'm looking around because I'm trying to find this thing that says subscribe, because if you haven't subscribed to my videos to Awaken Your Brand channel, do it right now, because these are the kinds of topics we'll be talking about. Maybe not groundbreaking, but I am your personal consultant, right? Your strategist on YouTube. And for what it's worth, I will try and, deal with topics that makes you think, because being a brand builder, it's like fishing, right? You need to learn to fish. If someone just gives you 3 fish, you're going to cook those fish and that's it. The fish is gone. So our company's ethos and of course our mission is precisely that, to share the knowledge. So subscribe to this channel. Let me know what you think of this topic below. The next one, we might talk about, related topics where, are you flogging a dead horse? Are you really, should you be running your business? I know it's negative topics, but we got to tackle those. All right. I'll see you in the next video.